information about the missing girl?
10-year-old Lindsey Baum was last seen walking home from a friend's house. She was supposed to walk about 5 blocks to get home. She never made it a half mile to her house.
Lindsey's alive. I still feel in my heart I know she's alive. I'm not giving up on her.
How could nobody see anything?
Searchers retraced the girl's last known steps.
We were not able to rule anything out.
Police, volunteers, and search dogs have been looking for Lindsey.
We have no evidence to point us in any specific direction.
Vanished out of thin air is what it appears to be. There's nothing. I've tried to keep the thought of somebody grabbing her out of my mind. She wouldn't stay out that late after dark. She doesn't like to be outside by herself. And if somebody does have her, I wish they would just drop her off somewhere where she can get to a payphone and call 911 or call home so that we can come and get her.
50 nights, 50 of America's missing. 2,300 people go missing in America every single day. Mothers, fathers, boys, girls, your children and grandparents gone. Many people give up. Their families still hoping for the best. Tonight we are taking your calls in the spotlight tonight on Lindsey Baum. She left just before her 11th birthday, just around the corner, just 4 blocks away to a little friend's house. Joining me right now and taking your calls live, Melissa Baum. This is Lindsey's mother. Melissa, thank you for being with us. What can you tell us about the day Lindsey went missing?
It was just a normal, beautiful, sunny day. They'd just gotten out of school for the summer, and she was swimming over at a friend's house with quite a large group of their friends. And she had come in to take a shower and was going to run down to her best friend's house along with her friend to get some clothes for her to spend the night. And 30 minutes later, they weren't back yet. So I tried calling the friend's house and found that Lindsey had left about 15 to 20 minutes prior to that. And she just never made it home.
What time of the day or night was it?
It was about 9:15.
Was it still daylight?
It was. Otherwise, she wouldn't have left the house at all. But it was still daylight, and it actually didn't get dark until a little after 10:30 that night.
Now, Melissa, you're saying that she left to go get some clothes for another little friend, and she left with someone?
She left with a group of friends, to include her brother and her best friend that was going to spend the night.
What happened to them? When did they peel off?
At some point on the way to her friend's house, they all kind of dispersed, and my son had come home, and Lindsey and Michaela went on to her house. And I guess Lindsey was just over there for just a few minutes, and something had happened where Michaela wasn't able to spend the night after all. And so Lindsey headed home by herself.
How long would that walk take? What, 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
At the most. Oh, no more than 10 minutes.
And when did it strike you that she was gone?
I knew something was wrong by 10 o'clock when we couldn't find her, even though I kept thinking maybe she had gotten sidetracked and or ran into another friend and was maybe up at the park or, somewhere right there close by and just not paying attention to the time. But we were out looking for her and calling her friends, trying to find her. But by the time dark set in, I was in a panic. I knew she'd be home before dark. She wouldn't stay out past dark.
The tip line, 866-915-8299. There is a $30,000 reward. Somebody out there knows where this little girl is, this little Girl Scout who has gone missing. Take a look at Lindsey Baum at 10 years old, 4'9", 80 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, was wearing a light blue hooded pullover shirt and blue jeans. Only went 4 blocks, and when she was spotted by a neighbor, she was just 2 blocks from home. Back to Lindsey's mom, Melissa, with us tonight. Melissa, who else was at home that night?
Just myself and my son.
And how old is your son?
At the time, he was 12, sorry, he was 12.
Okay.
He's
When
14
it got to be
now.
10 o'clock, Melissa, what did you do?
It was shortly after that that we contacted law enforcement.
So let me get this
By
straight.
10
What
o'clock,
time did she leave Michaela's house?
She left Michaela's house about 9:30.
So about 9:30, she was to walk home, just 4 blocks, still daylight. At 10 o'clock, you knew it was all wrong.
It's 561 days at the airing of this show, which I think was Monday. Jeez.